And honestly, if they just lifted weights, there's no package that should be you can't handle.
Honestly, all the people.
What are you ordering that's like 300 pounds in a box?
Weights.
That's true. You go to Bart's house, you're making deliveries.
You should order weights.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Careful Boys.
Careful.
CB.
You know, and nothing against you. I miss Steve.
I do too. I feel like we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, where's he at? Is he gone this whole month? No. He's so sick.
He's at his brother's wedding or something.
He's coming next week.
Yeah, he's coming next week, but it feels like he hasn't been here in a while.
2 months.
Well, he wasn't here last time you guys shot?
No.
So when he skips 2 weeks, that's a whole month.
Yeah.
It does feel like a long time.
Damn.
That's almost a month and a half because he's still going to skip the other week.
Do you miss him roasting you and making random stabs, especially when you're at your most vulnerable point and you talk about something really deep and share something personal and he like jujitsus it to where he's choking you the fuck out with your own things that you decided to open up with?
I don't think he misses him now.
Yeah, totally. That's why I miss Steve.
That's cool.
Because he loves the pain.
I also miss Steve because, I mean, let's admit, anybody who's in crypto right now, we're getting crushed.
We're scooping the bottoms, brother.
I thought it was a great sale.
It's at 79
I haven't even seen it. Oh, it's at 79 right now?
or ish.
Like, we're in the, if Bitcoin doesn't hold 80K at the end of this week, like, we're probably for real back in the bear.
Oh, so we didn't even have a real bull run?
That's great.
We never had an alt season.
But that's why sometimes you need, the big white polar bear here to just like,
Hey, guys.
hug us.
It's gonna be okay.
When stuff like that happens to
He might
crypto,
need it.
does Nina get mad at you or anything?
Nah, she don't know jack shit about it.
Oh, she doesn't.
I don't show her my financial wins or my losses.
Because she'll have a heart attack, huh?
Yeah, to preserve her purity of life.
Oh, wow.
And do you do your financials or is it our financials?
She has her financials, I have my financials, and then we have our financials. I do my financials, I do our financials, and then I talk to her about her financials, but I can't make any calls on them.
Does she have any crypto in her financials?
She has like really, really small stuff, little stuff just for fun.
Yeah.
Like her dad was like going crazy on XRP. And I kept on like, every family gathering has to be like, hey, do you know XRP?
That's gonna be one of the like legit fucking reserve coins, no?
That's the conversation every holiday party, right?
Yeah.
And then she's hitting me up. She's like, my dad keeps on saying I should buy some XRP, and I was like, honestly, I know you're not gonna do your research, but like, who gives a fuck about like $100? Just put it in there and then ride it with your dad, whether it's to the ground or up, just so that it's fun. Yeah.
Just to have a thing.
Yeah, just to be like you participated with your dad, and then if you both lose, you only lost $100, and that's funny for the rest of your life, though.
So if Bitcoin doesn't hold 80 by the end of this week, we gotta wait another 4 years.
Maybe 2 years.
Fucking bitch.
So we're poor forever now.
Cause it's all about the weekly close, right? So like even though like it dipped to like 72 or 73 at some point this week, but it bounced back up. Because, depending on how you look at like the tariffs and choices and macroeconomy stuff, it's like as long as it holds, and bounces, like we're still okay.
Did you see this thing today?
Did I see the toing today?
Yup. It was about, I forgot what it was, but it was a certain marker, and they said every, like 100% of the time, this index, whatever that fucking thing is called, when it crosses 1%, you have a 2, I think, to 5 year bull run in the stock market, and it just crossed over 1% today. So maybe that's a good sign.
I love that this is being told by you on toings and whatever the fuck it is.
I'm not smart like these people. I don't know these things. I just read random things and then I remember half of what I read.
Is it like
But I remember the feeling, and the feeling is pew.
Are you talking about like indicators inside of like the trading view, like the?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Take your money out of crypto and put it in regular stock?
No. But so crypto is reflective, like in stocks. They're very they kind of run similarly. So if that happens, there's more confidence in the economy. Then motherfuckers will start going back into everywhere. You know.
Did you guys scoop anything while they were on sale? Did you guys get any stock?
I don't got no money right now.
I can't afford to put anything in anything.
Dude, just put
I did
$50.
some scoops and I was like kind of happy with it because my mom, she recently was like, and she don't know jack shit about finance stuff, right? To the point where anytime she like kind of brings something up, because me and my dad will be like randomly talking about stuff, she'll just be like, it's like, so if I give you money, can you buy some stocks for me? And then my dad's just like,
Damn, like that.
he just gives that shit.
Fuck.
And for me, I'm very like, on the one hand, I'm like, damn, I really kind of don't want to jump into that hole.
Nah, yeah.
But on the other hand, like, again, not to be like overly morbid, but like my parents are getting old, so I'm open to almost anything.
I see.
I'm just like down to just like if this is another avenue of connection, regardless, I don't actually
good
give two
son,
fucks,
dude.
right?
That's how you do
You're a
it,
good
though,
son.
bro.
And you know they have like insane ideas all the time. You can only entertain some of them. This one I'm like, this is like low key practical. So I'm like really thinking. I'm like, okay, what would be realistic? I'm not gonna put her in some like tech AI.
Oh, she doesn't even tell you which stock.
No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know anything about
There's
it.
some good sales right now.
She's just sitting there with random cash that she got from like illegally driving Vietnamese people to and from LAX or whatever. You know.
Illegally?
That's legal. That's legal.
She's like a
Vietnamese taxi.
It's legal, guys.
You know how that shit is, you know? So she'd be like randomly sitting on some cash. And so she'd be like, she wants to do something with because, you know, she's watching me and my dad talk about little investment stuff from time to time. And she's like, oh, I gotta do something with my cash. So I'm just sitting there with it. She's like,
Is the Boy Scouts a public traded company?
I don't know. I don't think so. She's like, I really want you to buy some stocks. And she says this like 6 times over dinner. So
Oh, she really
yeah. So it's serious. So I'm like, okay. So I have to think practically, and I'm like, all right. If I'm gonna do anything, I have to do like the most basic 101 stocks concept for her. Like it's her first type of investment.
Like S&P 500.
Yeah, exactly. So put it into like SPY. You know, an index fund that follows the S&P 500 so that regardless of whatever, right? And then it's ironic that this happened like literally a few days ago that she wanted me to do this. And I'm like, okay, the tariffs happen, everything drops.
Yeah. Prices are low.
That's where you buy it.
Yeah, so I'm like,
she gets mad at you.
so I'm like, I guess this is a great time to scoop up some S&P 500 for her.
Dude,
You
for
know,
sure.
good old fucking Donnie did tell us.
Yeah.
He's like, I would buy some right now.
Dude, it went down, and just a few days later, boom, right back up.
Told everyone to buy.
So I did
Dude,
scoop.
I
So
felt good about it.
ironically, in a day, she's already up like, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10% depending on like market fluctuations.
Nice.
But I don't tell her that.
You're a genius investor.
I don't tell her that, you know what I mean? Because it's a long play, right?
Yeah, so when she's ready to retire, you go, here you go, mom.
And then I only give her money back, and I go like, oh, it just kind of went up and down.
Oh, you didn't really make much.
No gains.
Yeah.
It's been a volatile 10 years.
Damn, 10 years and nothing.
Dude, be like, I bought you something, and it's a freaking another dry cleaners.
Dude,
Hey, good luck running
that's
it.
crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's really ironic you say that. This is such a random anecdote, but yesterday while I was driving them around, my mom randomly reflected and remembered. She's like, whoa, we sold the dry cleaners 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did they do after they sold the dry cleaners?
Well, in quote unquote retirement, where my dad started collecting Social Security and stuff like that, he also started Ubering and doing Lyft. So he still does that,
And your mom does illegal Lyft.
allegedly.
Illegal lift.
It's just the underground one. You know, like, you remember, even before, like, Uber, even in K-Town, there would be that thing where it's just, like, because they knew everybody was driving.
My mom gets out all the time. She doesn't know how to use Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
The Korean one, it's always a lighter and a phone number on a lighter.
Exactly. It's basically that. It's just like a word of mouth thing so that people can... And you look up what, like, Uber's charging at that time or whatever fares are, and then it's just the price under it.
Wow, that's tight.
Because Uber's expensive in LA.
That shit adds up quick.
Really expensive, yeah.
It's crazy.
So we need Asian Uber.
Does your pops drive out here
Yeah.
to make extra moolah, or he drives in the OC-ish area more?
I think a lot of airport stuff happens all the time.
What if he took
But
you one
then,
day?
but then it's mainly like OC and everything like that. But then airport happens all the time. So the second you're already here and it's in your schedule or whatever, you might choose to still pick up a ride, and then it might take you to like the greater Los Angeles area, and then you're like, okay, I need to go home for lunch and blah blah blah. But it's like, you know what's weird though? Like now, like it's really important for me to go home and like make sure they go on walks and stuff like that. because now his lifestyle's sitting down so much.
Gotta work out.
And so like now more than ever, his belly is just like, you could tell like that's like I sit down for 8 hours a day belly.
Damn.
So it's like you have to proactively be like, I'm going to do a fitness experience. I'm not generically walking because you know at the dry cleaners back in the day, you're up and about the whole fucking day. Whether it's like moving clothes here, pressing this clothes here, making deliveries and putting stuff in the van, going talking to customers.
Getting hella steps in.
Yeah, you're getting mad stuff, or you're just standing at least, you know. So you like, and you're in a steamed environment, so you're kind of like low-key steam sauna. But like now, he's just in his car listening to classical music for his customers, sitting there with AC, and then that's like his entire existence.
He needs to do fucking high rocks or some shit.
Bro, I've been seeing that shit everywhere, huh? Take the seat back out of his chair. So he has to squat.
He has to use his core. I'm like, can you hold the kettlebell like this while you drive?
Yeah, just out of the window.
Change the pressure on his acceleration pedal.
You gotta really step on it.
Take out power steering. Yeah, dude. Oh my
That's
god.
crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a different time. Parents getting old is like wild.
I know, it is wild, man.
Yup.
Yeah, my dad's still not retired. He's 77.
Whoa!
But he likes his job, right?
I think that's what's keeping him alive.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
He straight up says it all the time. He's like, dude, I would die. He would die to, and he says this.
I'd die if I was at home with mom.
That's exactly what he says. Cause like, you know, my mom's kind of naggy, and then if they're just like in there together all day, like he would kill himself.
Bro, you just gotta go do stuff.
But a lot of dudes do die after retirement, like really quick.
Because you're not doing shit.
Yeah, it's also the feeling of not having a purpose.
Purpose. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you retired, but then you got like a farm or some shit, and you still have purpose.
Right, yeah. I think it's that feeling. Plus, like, my dad's been at the same job for so many years. He's like the freaking big man on campus there, and everybody loves him. So to remove yourself from that, to just be at home relaxing, I think it would just...
I kind of think the perfect balance would actually be you retire when you have like kids, and then when the kids grow up and then they go out into the world, then you start working again. Not like, because it doesn't make any sense to have all this fucking free time and then there's no kids, there's nobody in the house. Then it's almost as like you're like a bored teenager.
Yeah.
So then it's like, if that would be a pretty interesting kind of like, you work from your teens all the way to like, let's say, that moment where you're about to start a family, and then from that, like, and then when the kids are going to school, then you can start working.
Like a part of me fantasizes about like starting, but you know, you kind of low-key need fucking money for this, but like starting like a small business that really it's not about the profits, but it's about giving my parents something.
A lot of old couples do that together. They go open like a cafe or...
Dude, coffee shops are probably a good spot.
But then they underestimate the stress. Like that shit's...
But that's the thing though, like if you really, if it's like, you know, you got fucking money and you really, it's not about any of that, then you just only focus on like what's just like fun. Because that's just like my dad came to stay at my house in Vegas, and then I'm waking up, he wakes butt early. I wake up, I go downstairs, and he's already like, he's like, your chairs are loose, and he's like, you know, screwing everything. And next thing he's on chair number like 9, you know, because you got like the bar stool chairs, and then you got like the dining table chairs, and he's just,
Why is everything so loose at your house?
because I knew he was coming, so I loosened it up.
Get him to work out.
Loosen everything.
I loosened everything.
It took forever.
I can't just have my TaskRabbit do everything.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hit the weights with your pops?
Dude, I try, but there's no way. Like, I feel like walking, and then if anything,
Even the bar, you think?
Does he like going on hikes too?
like he can't do hikes anymore.
You get tired.
Endurance.
Yeah, now he gets like tired and stuff.
Take him on the fucking Mac Fox bikes.
That would be crazy. My dad is 70.
70. Damn.
But like, that's the thing though. Like, I think things like Uber rapidly declined his physicality.
For sure.
The sedentary part.
Well, dude, you see truck drivers, anyone that drives for a living, you see their body deteriorate really quickly.
He should join a karate club.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's like the perfect old person job.
See,
to
I
have.
wish he was doing
Golf
something more
model.
like a mailman or even UPS.
We're going like a
They're
supermarket. right?
fit.
Cause then you drive, but then you still have to like
walking.
get up and out and
carry-
like, move.
UPS drivers, they're the most fit motherfuckers I've ever
They
seen.
look good, man.
Especially when they're older, yo.
But then when you're older, isn't it bad to lift heavy things?
With improper technique, right, Bart?
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
But they're not picking up things over 50 pounds. Maybe a fluffer would be a good job.
Because they got soft hands.
And honestly, if they just lifted weights, there's no package that should be you can't handle.
Honestly, all the people I
What
like
are you ordering that's like 300 pounds in a box?
Weights.
That's true. You go to Bart's house, you're making deliveries.
You should order weights.
Like everything is like 50 pounds or under, you know? Like you should be able to pick that up like nothing.
Yeah, but for heavy stuff, don't they have like those carts anyway? Like that lift it for you?
Because most heavy shit comes on pallets anyways, dude. Like you would never touch a UPS, dude.
That's true.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I want to like give my dad like a failing business of mine to like, so like it feels like he's like saving it, and like he's like, damn, if I fucking kick the can right now, my son's fucked.
What if he took over kinesthetic?
That's failing.
Is it?
It's alive.
Like, what would he do with it, you think?
What would he do? Honestly, I think he would do great things because then it'd be like what are we doing paying for this storage? I'll just like build these shelves and like we could put all these in our garage. Like, you know, it's like one of those things. He's such a hoarder too.
Solutions.
I feel like old people are also good at janitorial things.
Yeah.
Sweeping.
Yeah, just like cleaning this, wiping this down, whatever, and just make your rounds every hour, do whatever, and then he'll at least stay active, move around.
That's something I would do, like cleaning or like some sort of service like that, like a maid service.
Okay, we're not talking about the anime cafes.
No,
You gotta keep your shirt on though,
Like,
Ken.
I like folding laundry. I like cleaning.
You like folding laundry?
Yeah, I love
Honestly,
that.
I'll
shit.
You look like you like folding laundry.
I will pay you for fluff and fold.
And he'd do it in a maid outfit too. He'd do it in an anime maid outfit.
Yeah, I'll do that because I can see myself as an old person just doing that and just.
You wouldn't edit?
Huh? No,
No, he did delete footage.
no, because then
You wouldn't delete footage as an old
Keep editing it and then deleting it, editing it, deleting
no, because I forget.
You would rather fold clothes than eat snacks and watch a movie?
Yeah, dude.
What the hell?
You'd rather fold
sure.
clothes and get your dick sucked?
it. We're at TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
As an old person, I think that would be a good like tidying up. Like I like doing that shit now, but I could see myself if I didn't have a job, I would probably go into that space.
Damn.
I hate tidying. I just want to make messes.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, I gotta reorganize this? No, thank you.
Maybe you guys could work together.
Just follow me wherever I go.
There's
Picking it up.
But I think I need a little bit of stress, like or some type of challenge. I don't know if I want to completely make everything easy and chill if I'm old.
Probably businesses then, because that's for sure you're gonna get.
Because like a cafe might be chill, but it's like a breakfast cafe, so you only do it in the morning, and then you have the rest of the day. But then it is like brick and mortar is physically difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is my fuck you money dream. Cafe in the morning,
Yeah.
but bar at night.
Ooh, that's cool.
But brick and
Bar?
mortar
Wow.
is fucking dude. I think the difficult part about it though is there's so many moving parts. It's almost like you got this ship and it's going to this destination, but there's hella holes in it, and then you're trying to like plug the holes while the ship is going.
That's the fun part.
It ain't that fun, bro.
I don't want to have any job that pays rent. Like I would prefer to be like a surf instructor. I just park my van at the beach. If I have clients that day, sick. I teach them and I go out and teach them how to surf.
Yeah.
If none, I don't have to worry about making rent. So I think having that overhead is the stressful part.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, in your fuck you money example, there's actually a lot of businesses in Hawaii that are like, you could clearly tell they're just rich kids, and their parents are like, here, whatever dream you want, or like it's some wife of a rich person and she has like a little shop, and then like I think for them they don't care about the rent because it's the project. And then there's a lot of this where you just like, they have no customers. Like, how do they even stay alive, you know? Yeah. But it gives them something to do.
Yeah, it's the satisfaction that
Yeah.
you did it, or that you feel that like this is what I do, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of businesses that are like gone surfing. You know, like I'm just closed today. Why? Because I don't want to work.
Damn.
That's tight.
But at that point, I don't know if they actually have fuck you money or they're just like, today I don't work.
Would you be mad if you went to Junbi and your employees did that?
We'd actually get fined. Oh, we're a 365 business.
Oh, right,
That's
right,
what makes
yeah.
it difficult. Because if I want to close, I have to submit an approval from my landlord. It's a different set of rules.
So you can't even be Hawaiian in Hawaii.
Yeah,
No.
dude, no way.
Because I'm in a grade A property, so I have a different set of rules.
You gotta be mainlander on Hawaii.
Basically, I brought LA to Hawaii.
Damn.